In a small town named Willowbrook, there lived a man named Daniel. He was a good-natured fellow who had recently moved to the town in search of a fresh start. Daniel was a bit of a loner, not by choice but by circumstance. His previous relationships had ended in heartbreak, leaving him weary of love. However, fate had something unexpected in store for him. One sunny morning, as Daniel strolled through the town's charming streets, he happened upon a bakery named Twin Delights. The delightful aroma of freshly baked pastries and the warm smiles of the owners, Emma and Eliza, drew him inside. The sisters, identical twins with long hair and twinkling blue eyes, greeted him with such genuine kindness that he couldn't help but feel a connection. Over time, Daniel became a regular customer at Twin Delights. He would stop by every morning for a cup of coffee and a chat with Emma and Eliza. Their conversations were always filled with laughter and shared stories, and Daniel found himself looking forward to those moments more than he could have ever imagined. One fateful evening, after one particularly delightful conversation, Emma extended an invitation to Daniel. "Why don't you join us for dinner at our home tomorrow night?" she suggested. "We'd love to have you over." Daniel was pleasantly surprised by the invitation and accepted without hesitation. He felt a growing affection for both Emma and Eliza, and he couldn't resist the idea of spending more time with them. Little did he know that this simple dinner invitation would change his life forever. The following evening, Daniel arrived at Emma and Eliza's charming cottage on the outskirts of Willowbrook. He was greeted with warm smiles and a sumptuous meal. As the evening progressed, he felt more and more at ease, surrounded by the sisters' love and hospitality. The conversation flowed effortlessly, and it was a night filled with laughter and shared dreams. As the night drew to a close, Daniel felt a connection with Emma and Eliza that he had never experienced before. It was a connection that transcended friendship, and he knew that he was falling in love. But there was a twist to this tale that he could never have foreseen. A few weeks passed, and Daniel's relationship with Emma and Eliza deepened. He found himself spending more and more time with them, and it wasn't long before he realized that he couldn't bear to be without either sister. He had fallen in love with both of them, but he couldn't bring himself to choose between them. He decided to confide in a close friend, Sarah, who had a reputation for giving sage advice. Sarah listened carefully to Daniel's story and nodded thoughtfully. "You know, Daniel," she began, "it's not unheard of for twins to marry the same person. It's called polyamory, and it's all about love and open communication. Have you talked to Emma and Eliza about your feelings?" Daniel hadn't considered this possibility, but he decided to take Sarah's advice. He sat down with the sisters one evening and poured out his heart, explaining his love for both of them and his desire to be with both of them if they were willing. To his astonishment, Emma and Eliza exchanged knowing glances and then smiled at him. Eliza spoke first. "Daniel, we've known about your feelings for a while now. We've been discussing it between ourselves, and we both feel the same way about you. We love you too, Daniel." Tears of joy welled up in Daniel's eyes as he realized that he hadn't unknowingly married twin sisters, he had unknowingly found the love of a lifetime in the form of two incredible women. From that day forward, their unconventional but loving relationship flourished, and the small town of Willowbrook witnessed a unique and beautiful love story that defied all expectations. In the end, what had seemed like a twist of fate turned out to be the greatest blessing of Daniel's life.